Hey guys, Jace here. Welcome back to the channel, and this is the Meet the Artist drawing. So, since this is a Meet the Artist drawing, I guess I should be talking about myself. So, what is there to say? My name is Jace. I'm 19 years old, and I was first introduced to drawing when I was around 5 years old. I was introduced to art by my uncle. He's such a good artist. He used to draw these Wolverines and Spider-Man for me, and I kept asking him to do that every day. I think I kind of annoyed him for requesting every day, but nonetheless, he always followed through. So when my uncle left, I have no one to ask for a drawing, so instead I did my own drawings. Wasn't that good though. But it wasn't until 8 years old when I was in primary that got me really serious into drawing. My teacher asked us to draw a book cover for our library lesson. Yeah, we had those. That was when they teach us how to read. But anyway, so they asked us to draw a book cover, and I did. And I remember drawing I think a witch, brewing something in this big kettle. I don't quite remember, but that's what I drew first. The very first thing I drew that got me really serious was because when my teacher saw it and my classmates saw it, they were like, they were asking if I really drew that because it looks so good. But of course, it wasn't that good, you know. Yeah, that made me feel happy because they liked it. And at that time, I was a nobody in primary 8. I was a very quiet child. And but then getting the recognition from my art made me felt good. So from that day onwards, I kept on drawing and drawing and drawing and drawing until when I was in primary 5. Yeah, primary 5. I created my very first character. Yeah, and his name was Caden. The reason for Caden was because I was watching Yu-Gi-Oh GX, and the main character name was Jaden, and I used to really like that guy. You know, he was my favorite character in Yu-Gi-Oh, and I always pretend that I have a character named Jaden, or I am Jaden. You know, it's one of those times when you're a kid, you're pretending to be someone else. So I was playing a game and I inputted a name. I was supposed to input Jaden, but I misspelled it to K, and I thought that sounded cool. So ever since then, I made my own character that named Jaden. I mean Caden. Yeah. So so what else? Well, I like character designing. I like to draw characters a lot. Like I was taught how to draw. Oh, I learned how to draw some environments, landscapes, and what else? Like they taught me a lot in high school, but I just never get the feel to doing it because I wasn't really interested in doing landscapes and stuff like that, or drawing animal or cute things, you know. So in my own time, I always draw my own characters, instead. So maybe that's why I was able to learn the. I was so interested in learning the body anatomy because of because I wanted my characters to look really good. But I think being 19 now, I think I'm getting the hang of it. I think this is the stage where I am getting used to drawing anatomy. By no means it's perfect. It's not. I still have a lot of things to learn, like how the muscle actually interacts with one another and how it actually looks when being in different position. But for now, I'm quite satisfied. And by the way, I forgot to mention that I am a very competitive artist back in primary. I think even until now. I think until now, yeah. I used to see these. I used to have this classmate. They're also really good at drawing, and I always try to compete with them. Like show them that I'm better like that. But yeah, those days were gone. And yeah. So right now I'm just focused on trying to expand my YouTube channel and trying to create my story. By story I mean my manga. And by manga I mean it's not done yet, I'm still working on the story, the plot. It's I think I've been trying to create this story for a very long time now. I think almost a year. Yeah, the very first story I created was about dimension warriors. Like there's this main character named Caden, of course. He has the ability to travel to different dimension and stop the Black Knights. Black Knights are people who are trying to disrupt the flow of time. Yeah, pretty simple back then. I was into dimensions because of Doctor Who. And now I'm still working on another story that revolves around Kaden also, and hopefully this time it will be the one I will be really happy and going to stick with it. And still I got some time. What else is there to say? Oh, I hate coloring, by the way. I really hate coloring, but it's essential as a character designer. I'm a self-proclaimed character designer, so don't take my word for it. But I really think that coloring is a really important thing when it comes to character design. It really brings the character to life. Because I used to all my drawings before, way back then, they didn't have any color. They were all black and white. But going to high school, my art teacher taught me I should put a color, add color, and I did. It wasn't fun, but I did, and it looked quite good actually. Like it was better and more alive. So I started learning values thanks to my teacher. He's an amazing teacher. I really owe him for that. Because when I was at a stage where I got bored of my art, and he noticed that, and he told me I should expand my horizon. And so adding values to colors and grayscaling and stuff like that, I learned it from him. So in this video, I was experimenting how to color properly, but it's not perfect yet. I was going for a anime style coloring, but I think it's way too far off to, it's way too far from anime coloring. But I guess I just need to find the right software, or my skills need to improve. So by the way, thank you guys for watching. This is the Meet the Artist drawing. And don't forget to leave a like, share, and subscribe for more content. And I'll see you guys soon. Bye bye.